By far, one of the most hyped up fights within Fairy Tail right now is Gray versus Natsu, or was most commonly referred to as Gray versus END. As you guys already know, back in Tartarus, when Gray's father, Silver, died, his dying wish was that Gray would fulfill his goal to kill END. Now, almost 40 chapters ago as well, we got the confirmation from Zeref that Natsu is END. So, basically, if you look at it like that, Gray's father's dying wish is for Gray to kill Natsu. Ever since then, speculations of a Gray versus END fight have raged throughout the community. Many people say it will be one of, if not the best fight us fairy fans have ever seen within Fairy Tail, and many as well say that it will be one of, if not the final fight within Fairy Tail. And with chapter 498's release, it's almost been confirmed that there will be a Gray versus END fight, or basically a Gray versus Natsu fight. Within chapter 498, as you guys already know, we basically got the icing on the cake that Gray versus Natsu is going to happen, basically with Invel's statement that Gray will be the one to kill END, not Zeref, but Gray. When Invel said this, I can't even explain how hype I got to you guys. A Gray versus Natsu fight, nothing like their fights by the river or anything when they were young, nothing like that. A full-on legitimate fight to the death with Gray and Natsu, two of the story's main protagonists. Like, how can you not be hyped? Like, seriously, this would be one of the best fights we've ever seen within Fairy Tail. Now, something that really pisses me off within the Fairy Tail community is the fact that almost everyone underestimates Gray, saying things like he's weak, Natsu would destroy him any day, he's fodder, and to that I say, nah, bro. If you think that, then you're obviously very oblivious to Gray's character. You cannot say Gray is weak whatsoever. If anything, this man is on par with Natsu, let's be honest here. Now, as for him being on par with END, that's really hard to predict, seeing as we don't exactly know what END is right now. But for now, I do want to say that I personally believe that Gray is definitely on par with Natsu within the current stage of the manga. Nevertheless, today I want to go and talk about what I think will happen from now up until the almost inevitable fight we will be seeing between Gray and Natsu, and possibly even between Gray and END. We don't exactly know yet. So within Fairy Tail chapter 498, we were basically left off with Gray and Juvia's minds being binded, and basically them being turned into Invel's puppets after he uses his ice lock spell on them. He then proceeds to actually say that the lock will only break once one of them are dead, like laying on the ground completely lifeless, dead, basically saying that they will have to fight to the death. Now, supposedly the reason why Invel did this to them is because he wants to await Gray's inner darkness that he has from using Devil Slayer magic. According to Invel, Gray's Devil Slayer magic is actually slowly tainting his heart with darkness, and he says the darkness is actually on the brink of spilling out into the world. Basically, Invel binded Gray and Juvia together with the intent of Gray actually killing Juvia, which according to him would fully taint his heart with darkness and essentially cause it to spill out into the world. Now, I could see this going either of two ways. Either Gray does kill Juvia, of course not by choice because Invel is controlling him and his darkness is awakened, or Juvia actually sacrifices herself and then we go on from there. Within the final panel, Juvia mentions sacrificing herself so that Gray can live, but either way, I do believe we're going to see Gray's heart be tainted with darkness in the end of things. Once Juvia has passed on and the lock is released, I do believe that Gray will go into basically a blind fit of rage and beat Invel, and possibly even kill him. Within this fight, though, I do believe Gray will actually be made aware of the fact that Natsu is END. Invel believes that Gray will be END, so it only makes sense that Invel would tell Gray that Natsu is END, for then Gray to go on to defeat Natsu. Now, whether he kills Invel or not is completely up for debate. Personally, I myself don't even know if he will, but I do see him beating Invel and Invel revealing to him that Natsu is END when it comes down to it. After this, I think the fight we all have been talking about and we're all hyped about will come to fruition and take place on the battlefield. That's right, Gray versus Natsu. Oh boy, just saying that gets me so hyped up. You guys don't even know, but nevertheless, I do think we're going to see Gray versus Natsu take place really soon here. Now, as far as who I think will win this fight, honestly, it's completely up for debate. As I said before, though, I do believe Natsu and Gray at this current moment within the manga are basically on the same power level. They're basically equals right now, and I don't think one is more powerful than the other. I just think that they're the same power level. But fast forward to Gray versus Natsu, we basically already know that Gray's Devil Slayer magic will have actually tainted his heart, and according to Invel, turning him to the side of darkness. When Gray's Devil Slayer magic actually does take over, I do believe that will put him at a point where he's slightly more powerful than Natsu is right now within the manga. So if Natsu doesn't get a power up and Gray's Devil Slayer magic takes over, I do believe Gray would win the fight. But on the other hand, if Natsu taps into his END form, I do believe that Natsu will have the edge in the fight. We saw with the other demons of Tartarus that their Ethereus forms made them really powerful, and according to them, END is the most powerful Ethereus form. So I do believe that the winner of the Gray versus Natsu fight will be all dependent on if Natsu taps into his Ethereus form or not. Nevertheless, that's about it for this video. Tell me in the comment section below who you personally think is going to win within a Natsu and Gray fight. And as well, sorry for my voice within this video. I am really sick at the current time making this video, but I knew I couldn't just leave you guys without a video. That would just be wrong to me. So I decided to go ahead and make a video while sick. Also, I didn't want to break the daily upload streak that I'm on right now, so, you know, that's, but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, a like is much appreciated, along with your subscription to my channel. Thank you guys for watching so much. This channel is growing so quickly. We're so close to 100 subscribers. Share this channel with your friends. We are so close, as I said before, and I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Peace.